Our garage is starting to smell like a chicken coop. They have grew so much. They are now and have been for a week. Has it been a week now? What? They've been on 12 on, 12 off?
Yeah.
Well, actually, well, a little over a week. Week and a half now. At 2 weeks old, you want to start them their feed. Because they are meat birds, they will eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. They will eat until they can't eat no more. And that will cause them, if you keep feeding them all they can eat, they will have leg problems and, yeah, causes a whole lot of issues. So, at 2 weeks old, you want to start doing 12 on, 12 off. So, they get feed during the day, but then it gets taken away at night. So today, we are going to get them in the tractor, in their chicken tractor. We got to get their feeder fixed up for them and get their water fixed up for them, and then they'll be ready to go out there. They should have went out there, today's Wednesday, they should have went this past Friday. They were 3 weeks old, but it was supposed to be really chilly. Like, we were under a freeze warning that night, and so we decided not to do it. And as you've seen from our life update, things has been a little crazy around here. So we're getting to it today. We're going to get it done and get them out there so they can have lots more room and be out of our garage. Yeah. Our garage is starting to smell like a chicken coop. Alright, so I'm holding the football because my daughter brought it to me to hold, and when a toddler brings you something to hold, you hold it. Yeah. Alright, so like I said, we're going to get the feeder and their water fixed so we can get them out in the tractor. That's the only thing left that we need to do before we can put them out there. And I will let him explain how we're going to do that because I'm just the helper. Dun dun dun.
Alright. So, like a lot of homesteads, ain't got much to work with. You know, you want to try to get by as cheap as you can. Because getting started out new, you gotta go buy stuff. But you can take a regular.
Well, if you don't, if some homesteads might have to be sitting around, they may not have to buy one.
Well, if you got buckets sitting around, you can have a feeder for your chickens and
a
water for your chickens. So basically, what we're gonna do on the feeder. We'll take a 5-gallon bucket. This is a little feeder trough. Of course, I got it from TS, the local hardware store.
It's not they're not hardware store, are they? Farm store. Our local farm store.
Take two. You get a feeder trough. Of course, it's got right off the bucket. Anyway.
True.
Take a little feeder rubber. Of course, this one's rubber. It's flexible. But take a 5-gallon bucket. We'll put about 4 holes in it with a little hole saw. And then mount it to the bucket. But you want one that's a little bit bigger than the bucket. So Because gravity would be like a gravity-fed feeder. Pretty much what it is. You put your feed in here, and you come out the hose. 4 or 5 holes on it, and the sticks can get over there and get their food. And what we'll do is take a regular block. We're going to put it down at the bottom. Have my handy helper help me.
Your handy helper's holding too much.
Handy helper. Pretty much just to help weigh it down. Have something for the screws to screw into when you screw into this. Get to the next section.
Sorry about all the noise, guys. We do have a toddler that has to stay entertained.
You might have to come down a little bit. I can't reach up that high.
Don't hit my finger. I can't go to the emergency room.
There's a few screws can go in there. You have to have it a lot.
You're not going to go all the way through the board, are you?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous holding my hand in there when he's putting screws in the big board.
That should work. Alright.
So he put 3.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you guys. 3 screws. And that's your board down in there. See? Action. Ready now.
So you take close off. Get as close to the bottom as you can. You don't have to be super perfect. It's kind of funny coming from me.
Yeah, he's a perfectionist.
Alright, there's one. Too close to the bottom of that.
So don't do what he did on that one.
Yeah.
You can see he got too close to the bottom there. That is what you need. Sorry, battery went dead.
You get the hose drilled out. Like I said, I got 4 of them. Pretty much one on each side. They're not even, but it'll be alright. So, Emma, honey, that way. Of course, when you drill the hole, we're going to have little plastic shards there. So you can take a knife, a razor blade, and get it off. So we ain't got this stuff in the chicken's food.
You don't want your chickens eating plastic.
No.
Emma, no, no. He is actually showing you the dangerous way to do this.
Yeah.
Do not try this at home, folks.
Take a knife or a file or something to do it. A razor blade.
Or at least a razor blade that's in a holder.
Yeah. Because of that.
Says the man who has nearly cut his thumb. Whoop. Who's nearly cut his thumb off And rip part of a finger off. Ladies, ain't this one of the prime examples as to why women live longer than men? What are you over doing?
Okay. Like I said, for one reason, put that block in there. Is to have something for this screw over. So, I'm going to get as even as we can on each side.
Emma.
Normally, you would probably want to use a washer underneath the screw, but I ain't got no washers, so I'm going to improvise. I hope it works.
See how he's always misplacing that?
There you have it. Automatic feeder.
Gravity feeder. Right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you need to put a lid on that bucket too. Make sure you. Do they come with lids, or do you have to get? Huh?
No, they don't come with
No, they don't. Okay, so make sure when you get your bucket, if you have to buy one, or even if you don't have to buy one, make sure you use a bucket that has a lid.
Yeah. Alright. What's next is our water. Now, of course, it ain't gotta be screwed in or anything.
So why do you have to screw in the feeder but not the water?
Well, the feeder, it's because it's the top. You can open it up, put it in there, so it can stay put. But the water, so you can use a like aluminum watering pan, pretty much just an animal feeding pan, animal feeder.
That black feeder is the technical term for them is livestock feeder.
I think so. Of course, you put your lid on.
Again, make sure your bucket has a lid.
The difference between the water and the feeder, of course, the feeder gotta be screwed in with the water. You don't want to screw it in because you gotta put water in it, and then we're gonna turn it over and let the water drain out. Oh.
So that's why you don't want to screw it in, because the bucket's sitting upside down and you gotta be able to get it out to get the lid off.
Yeah, baby. I mean, you could probably use it, you know, turn it up and use it that way, but you know, with having to get water, unless you got a water hose walking around. I mean,
A water hose walking around.
a water hose and walking around.
Oh, gotcha.
And walking.
was gonna
around
say I've never
feed-
seen a walking water hose.
to feed your animals. Anyway. Unless you want to walk around with a water hose and feed your animals.
Water 'em, you mean?
Water.
Oh, y'all, this is really how it. This is not a show, I promise. We really do interact this way in real life. If you know us in real life, you know that.
Unless you want to walk around with a water hose watering your animals, you don't want to screw this to the bottom. Plus there'd be holes in it.
Yeah, your water wouldn't stay in. That's why you don't want to screw it into.
It's easier to get it out, take it out, and wash it out, and keep it clean and all that good stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, like with the, if you haven't seen them, of course we got pretty much get all of our ideas from Kevin at Living Traditions Homestead. He gave me the idea for the chicken tractor, which y'all seen in the previous video, and the waters.
And
as
feeder.
with him, there ain't much on the scientific aspect of this. But what you want to do is, of course, you don't want water to overflow the pan. And with this being an automatic waterer, you want to kind of gauge. You take your bit or something, gauge down here. Kind of mark where it's going to be. I'm up on this side. It's a little better.
Well, you want it.
You go down. You want to.
You don't want
gauge where it's at. And you'll go down about an inch or so. That'll give them plenty of water to last them throughout the day. That way it'll flow out and they won't splash it over, or they'll more likely splash it over.
It won't overflow.
They won't waste it, and it won't overflow the pan. If you put it up here, it come out. Of course, this is going to overflow the pan. Of course, what I'm saying about the scientific aspect of it is, if you measure here and put down about an inch or so, water will come out and it'll go up to that level and it'll stop. Something to do with pressure. Pressure equals out or something or other, and it won't allow it to keep flowing out. So you can do that. You can take a pencil or pen to mark it if you want. Make it a little easier. Find one. It'll work.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Then you go down by an inch or so from that line.
And your line is the top of your
It's the top of the pan.
pan.
So you make a couple of them here. There you go. Got the hose in it. Just like you seen, I think it was the jack. Was it? What video was that? We got the barrels.
Jackpot.
Yeah.
We hit the jackpot video.
These are 40
gallon, yeah.
40 gallon drums.
Plastic drums.
Plastic drums.
Food grade.
Lock and lid on it.
And these had sugar in them prior, so we didn't really have to do any. Well, unlike the other ones that we bought here back a few months ago had molasses. Yeah.
Anyways, what we said, I don't know if we told what we was going to use them for or not, but
I don't remember if we did or not.
we was going to use them for food for the animals. So what you gotta do is put your food in there.
And that's a high-tech,
Yeah, it's a high-tech scoop.
expensive scooper there.
As you can see, it just flows out.
See how it's coming out the hose down there?
Flows out.
And what did Kevin say? These buckets hold a 25 pound?
I don't know what it says it holds, but like I say, just put that lid on there and you lock it up.
That keeps the mice out and any other.
That is a gravity feeder. Alright, look.
Toddlers, they have to touch everything.
If you had all the food there.
Emma, baby.
As you can see the water coming out the hose.
Emma.
Emma. Get.
And it quit, didn't it?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
coming out.
It quit.
I ain't got as much water in there, but
Yeah, he didn't fill it up. This is basically.
if you get the it'll fill up. Usually it'll fill up till it gets to that hole, which is, like I said, a little bit below the rim. And then once it fills up to that hole, it'll stop. Like I said, without getting technical, it's just something to do with pressure. Quick.
But yeah, he didn't fill it all the way. He just put some water in there to show you guys. Because this is what it looks like outside. It is, I don't know, I don't think it's going to show up on the video, but it is raining. And it is chilly. Yeah, so that's why he's just showing you guys so you can see how it works.
They're huge.
No, don't squeeze. Now these ain't for us to keep, okay? These are meat birds. That means they go on our table to eat. Okay? We're gonna get some chickies that we get to keep. Hey, you little turd. Alright guys. So that's it. They're all out in their chicken tractor now. What a day to be putting them out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all out in the tractor. Yeah. Take you out there and see what it looks like. Hopefully we don't get too wet. Alright, here we go. So we got the water down at that end. Of course, it's underneath the hardware cloth, so it's water, so it don't matter if it gets wet. I got the food, so it's covered. Looks like they're settling in pretty nicely. So, we'll just get this shut for the day. There they go.
So she might have watched us a few times doing this. Are you cleaning the brooder out? You're a big helper. Alright. So the chicks are in their chicken tractor out of our hair for
We
now.
gotta get
Out of our garage. I shouldn't say out of
that
our
cleaned
hair.
up and moved
Yeah.
out. Isn't it?
Woo!
Chill back here. The next brooder is going to be something different. That's definitely
It's not big enough.
not big enough, not good enough.
Yeah.
And of course she fails and tries again. But I'm going to get that cleaned up, probably tore down, and I might build one out of those. Build a little small shed, a little brooder shed. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. You're the brains of this, so I just follow along.
I'll see what I can figure out and we'll make a video of it.
Oh, of course, we gotta take them along.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I think that's where we're going to end for today.
Yeah,
It is nasty.
It's a nasty day. It's an inside kind of day.
Yeah.
But we had to get that done, so that's one thing marked off our to-do list.
So I have to come back here later and take the food away. Because I'll just keep eating and eating and eating and eating and eating.
Yeah, that's what I said
Like
earlier. 12 on,
Yeah.
12 off.
So, yeah, that's it.
Alright guys, we're going to end this one here. And until the next one, bye.